Go for it.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Could you introduce yourselves to our site visitors at popculturemadness.com?
Hi, I'm Cody.
I'm Mike.
Great, thank you. So can we talk a little bit about this fantastic new album, Welcome to the Freak Show, that just came out, like a week ago? Is it?
Yeah, just about a week ago.
So, how's the feedback been? Everything I'm seeing seems really positive. It's great.
Yeah, man. People seem to be loving it, and that makes us happy. So.
It's good, and Save Me seems to be performing really well at radio.
Yeah, it's doing its thing.
How important do you think that is anymore?
I don't know. With the current state of rock radio, I know. That's kind of going downhill. But I don't know. I think the main thing is as long as fans are loving it, and they go and spread the word and tell their friends. I think that's probably the best thing for us at this point.
Absolutely. So I'm sure it feels good to get some new material out on the road finally.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been playing the same songs for. Well, I guess each album we get a few new ones to throw in the set, but it's always fun when we get to add something new in there and make it different.
Oh, I can imagine. You guys just did an acoustic run too, right? So,
We did.
How different was that from everything?
That was a lot of fun, I thought.
Yeah.
A lot more laid back. We can, fuck around a little bit and goof off and interact with the fans a lot more. So it was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, I know you guys just talked to my good friend Matt from the rockrevival.com, around here, and he was asking you guys about a possible acoustic EP. Is there anything we could possibly see from that maybe one day?
I don't know if we're going to do anything live, but, we've always kicked around the idea of doing some acoustic tracks or whatever. It's kind of hard for us to release stuff, while we have a record label. To deal with, but at some point that'll all be gone, and when that happens, we'll be releasing all kinds of stuff just whenever we feel like it. So
you guys got a little arsenal built up.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
So what I love so much about your music is that you guys are not afraid to take risks, but at the same time that your sound remains very much your own, and it seems like you guys must have a plethora of different influences that come in from everything. Kind of who brings what to the table creatively?
I think we're all just kind of all over the place, and as far as on this album, our co-producer Marshall Dutton had a lot of influence on a lot of different sounds and directions. So when we got in the studio, that was kind of fun to just get to experiment and play around with stuff, and he did a great job of bringing a lot of cool ideas.
Yeah, definitely. Well, is there anything that you guys would have liked to try that you haven't had a chance to try yet?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure we'll test out some new boundaries on the next one, but that just kind of happens, once we get in there and kind of start the creative process. So yeah.
I was reading a little bit about the concept behind the album, and the whole Welcome to the Freak Show and the individuality that everyone has something about them that stands out, and that's so important for people to recognize these days. Is there anything else that you're hoping fans will take away from the album?
Our main thing is always just write songs that relate to people, and that's kind of the reason why we do this. It's nice to have fans come up to you night after night and tell you how one of your songs has helped them, in one of their personal situations or gotten them through this, tough time in their life. So, as long as we have songs on the album that relate to people and can positively affect someone, then that's what's really important.
Oh, absolutely. Personally, I look, music is such a universal language, and it evokes emotions even if we take different messages away. So
Absolutely.
It's definitely therapeutic for the artist as well as the listener, I think.
For sure, it definitely can be.
So I know that you guys are wrapping this tour up in a few days. Is it? Or are we continuing into 2013? Or?
Oh yeah, just this leg ends, next week, and but we'll be starting back up late January, and I don't know, going for a while. Hopefully, if we can keep it going for another year or two or whatever. It just kind of depends on, on how the album does. If we release more singles and tour on those, or it's just everything's kind of up in the air. But we know for sure we'll be touring for a while next year.
That's good. So you think that we'll possibly see you guys at any of them big summer rock festivals or anything like that?
Oh yeah, we'll
Absolutely.
definitely be doing some festivals, and we'll be doing a lot of like our own kind of festival style shows with different fairs and things like that.
That's cool.
So.
That's great. I mean, we're seeing, they've always been so big in Europe, and now I think finally we're starting to see some of these festivals that are, the same caliber of size coming over here to the States, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, those are fun.
Oh, I always tell people, I said, if you say rock is dead, come out to one of those and see all these fans. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure.
So you guys have any plans for the holidays?
Just,
I'm gonna sit on my ass. Do nothing. That's my holiday plans.
Yeah. For me, I'm just gonna go home and work in the studio and mess around with different songs and ideas. So
That's cool.
that's what I
So
always do.
for each one of you, do you have a pivotal music moment that occurred in your life that made you decide you wanted to pursue it for a career?
I definitely did. It was, I remember it was like, I don't even know when it was. It was late 80s, early 90s. And I saw the video for Paradise City, Guns N' Roses. And, it's kind of a backstage. It looks at one of their stadium tours or something like that. And I was like, holy shit. Like, that looks like fun. So I decided to get a guitar that Christmas.
Yeah, mine was, I actually never really considered music as a career. It was more just a hobby until, our very first practice as Hinder. We hadn't named the band yet, obviously, but, we got together, me and Blower and Austin, just got together to jam, and, that day it was like, it all kind of just hit us like, wow, this is awesome, it's something different. So, we got serious about it from that day forward, I guess.
Do you remember your first show? Is there anything that stands out about that?
Yeah, I remember I think our first show there was nobody there. I think we played the same bar every night for 2 months straight. We played Christmas Eve, Christmas night in front of like
The Samurai?
yeah, like in front of one person. It was pretty terrible for a while, but it built up really quick once we got going. So.
Obviously, I mean, look at you guys now. You've been on. You've played stadiums and even these club shows. Is there one you prefer over the other? I mean, I'm sure they're different animals.
Yeah, they're two different things. I mean, I don't know, we like both, for different reasons. I like doing the small stuff because it's a little more intimate, and you get to kind of interact with the crowd a little more, like, during the show and after the show. But there's something about the energy in an arena, too, that's pretty awesome. So.
Yeah, you get 18,000 people in an arena screaming, and it's pretty cool.
Oh, I can imagine. So, obviously you guys have witnessed this rise of social media and the way we share and promote music, and it looks like you guys have embraced that. I saw there's kind of an Instagram or Twitter contest going with you guys now with the tour and everything. How much of an asset has that been?
We kind of jumped on that game a little late. We haven't been really that active for very long, but, obviously we've recognized that it's very important, and, it's an easy way to get, access to a bunch of fans, quickly. It's cool to be able to stay in touch with them on there too. So, it's a big deal.
I've heard so many artists mention that it's like a blessing and a curse because the fans know absolutely everything you're doing at every moment of the day. So this shroud of mystery that used to be around rock and roll has kind of diminished, but at the same time, I think fans like the accessibility too. So I guess it could be double-edged.
Yeah. I don't really see it as a problem. I mean, if you don't want something out there, you can keep it from getting out there.
Right.
But
Just don't post it.
yeah,
Yeah, we're not the band that really hides anything.
we're not very shy.
We're a bunch of dumbasses, and we want the world to know it.
So, being that the big doomsday rumors are coming for 2012 and the end of the world here, what is one of the last things that you guys think that you would like to be doing if that were to occur?
Well, I know what we're gonna.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah. I'm having a big party at my house, and everybody's gonna come over, and we're just gonna get shit faced. So, we die, then cool. It'll be fun. We'll be having a good time. So, you know, and if we also, I'm you know, it'd be awesome if we die, then I don't have to pay my mortgage. It's my biggest stress in my life.
Look at it, I guess.
That's what he said. He goes, at least we don't have to worry about the rent anymore. He goes, it's done. That's great. So, you know, being that we're a pop culture website and we're engrossed in all things pop culture, is there anything particular these days that you guys can't get enough of? TV shows, music, movies, anything?
I think we're all into a bunch of different shit. I'm really into Dexter. That show
Nice.
Dexter. It's pretty badass.
We're having a finale party Sunday.
Yeah?
So-
What I'm talking about.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
don't know. I watched Sons of Anarchy. I kind of got bit by that bug. Still haven't seen the finale, but
That was a hell
Watch
of a
when I get
finale, trust me. You're in for it.
nice. I'm excited.
Definitely. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes out to speak with me. Is there, you know, any comments you'd like to share with our site visitors?
I don't know, just to all of our crazy ass fans, thank you for your continued support. We really appreciate it. And if you don't have the album, welcome to the Freak Show. Go check it out.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much, and we certainly hope to see you guys, you know, again into next year and hopefully out at some of these festivals. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
right on.
We'll be there.